Good morning, friends, family, Facebook, YouTube. We got ups. This is Ivan with the Church of Christ, One Nation, One Power, here again on the Sabbath day with another lesson. And today's lesson will be entitled, The 144,000 Will Be Tried and Tested. But before I begin, I want to give thanks to the Most High, Ahaya. All praises to the Father and His Son, Yeshua HaMashiach, and also the Ruach HaKodesh. All praises to the Most High, Ahaya. Like I said, it's 5:15 in the morning, and it's time for me to begin. Isaiah chapter 28, verses 9 and 10 and 11. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breasts. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people. Isaiah chapter 28, verses 9 through 11. Today, church, you will need the stick of Judah, your Bible. You will need the Book of Mormon, the stick of Joseph. You will need the sealed book of Moses, the sealed book of Mormon up top, the sealed book of Moses. You will need the Third Testament today. Let's begin in Revelation chapter 7. And we're going to read verses 1 through 8. Revelation chapter 7, verses 1 through 8. And like I said, we're talking about the 144,000 today. Revelation chapter 7, verses 1 through 8. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and 144,000 of all tribes of the children of Israel. All the tribes of the children of Israel. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your 144,000. 12,000 from the tribe of Israel. Revelation chapter 7, verses 1 through 8. Now that we know that the 144,000 come through the children of Israel, ladies and gentlemen, what are their purpose here on earth? What are they to do here on earth. Let's go to the sealed book of Moses. And we're going to read one verse. We're going to be on page 72, verse 61. Page 72, verse 61. And the Lord said to Enoch, then you will come with all your city and find them there. For your Zion will descend from heaven in this place, and will join you the 144,000 high priests, whom I, the Lord, have ordained according to my holy order. Even before the foundation of the world, priests, these whom God ordained according to the order of his Son, and appointed them to be born on earth. For Salakia, for the purpose of teaching. For the purpose of teaching the covenant people. Now wait a minute. Who are the covenant people? Ladies and gentlemen, Jews and Gentiles. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 31. We're going to find out who are the covenant people in Jeremiah chapter 31, verses 31 through 34. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. The 144,000 will be teaching to the covenant people, who are the children of Israel. The house of Israel and the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with the fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I shall make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their God, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sins no more. Jeremiah chapter 31, verses 31 through 34. Let's get a precept. Let's get a precept. Grab your stick of Joseph, the Book of Mormon. Let's go to 1 Nephi chapter 13, verse 21 through 23. 1 Nephi chapter 13, verse 21 through 23. Again, the Book of Mormon is going to back up who are the covenant people. And the angel said unto me, knowest thou the meaning of the book? And I said unto him, I know not. And he said, behold, it proceedeth out of the mouth of a Jew. And I, Nephi, beheld it. And he said unto me, the book that thou beholdest is a record of the Jews. The book that thou beholdest is the record of the Jews. Your Bible is the record of the Jews. It's my wife's Bible. Which contains the covenants of the Lord, which ye have made unto the house of Israel. And it also containeth many of the prophecies of the holy prophets. And it is a record like unto the engravings which are upon the plates of brass, save there are not so many. Nevertheless, they contain the covenants of the Lord, which ye have made unto the house of Israel. Wherefore, they are of great worth unto the Gentiles. This Bible, all the books from the Jews are of great worth unto the Gentiles. You see, the Gentiles, they make a lot of money selling our history books. Books from the covenant people, the children of Israel. Now, let's get back to the sealed book of Moses here, okay? Remember, the purpose of the 144,000 is to teach the covenant people, the house of Israel, and also the house of Judah, and appointed them to be born on earth for the purpose of teaching the covenant people to wait for the promised descendant, being these called and ordained to the high priesthood from the foundation of the world, according to the will of God, because of the faith they exercised in the plan of redemption from the beginning, when all spirits were in the same position in the spirit world. Before coming to the world, however, these were separated by unconditionally exercising faith in the plan of atonement proposed by the only begotten Son of the Father, being therefore in this way from the days of Adam unto the end of all times. These are those who are born high priests of the holy order of the Son of God in the world of humanity, and are ordained by angels to the office by which they can name no other man to be Salakia, to the high priesthood of the holy order of the only begotten Son of the Father, to teach and administer the commandments of God to the children of men. Now, the purpose of the 144,000 is to teach the covenant people, to the Jew first, and then to the Gentile. Let's get that. Romans chapter 2, verse 11. Romans chapter 2, verse 11. But glory, honor, and peace to every man that worketh good, to the Jew first, to teach the covenant people, and also to the Gentile. Let's precept that with 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 23. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 23. But we preach Christ crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Gentiles foolishness. The Jews, the Israelites, the children of Israel, they stumble because they disobey the word. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 8. Y'all not keeping that law. That's why you stumble. Now, the purpose of the 144,000 is to teach the covenant people, the house of Israel and also the house of Judah. Now, first we were in Revelations chapter 7, verses 1 through 8. We were in the sealed book of Moses, and we read verse 61, page 72. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's open up the Third Testament. Let's open up the Third Testament. And we're going to be on page 225. 225, and we're going to read verses 40 through 59. We might skip a couple of verses due to time. Now, the title of this one here is the 144,000 chosen. And we're going to start at verse number 40. Y'all forgive me, there's a lot of reading today. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Page 225, verse 40. To extend my work in this, the third era, meaning the last days, I have come to choose from among the great masses 144,000 spirits, marking them by my kiss of divine light. Not a kiss of betrayal, nor the sign of a pact that will put your spirit in danger. My mark is a sign that the Holy Spirit deposits upon those it has chosen to carry out a great mission in this, the third era, the last days. He who bears this sign is not safe from dangers. You ain't safe from any danger, one fofo. On the contrary, he is tried and tempted more than any. We will be tried and tempted more than anybody on this earth. Remember, each one of the 12 chosen by me in the second time. Now, Christ is talking about the 12 disciples on earth when he was here, when he was ministering on earth. Let's start over. Remember, each one of the 12 chosen by me in the second time. And you can confirm what I tell you. They had moments of doubt, of weakness, and of confusion. There was even one who betrayed me to my executioners with a kiss. And that would be Judas. For 30 pieces of silver, he betrayed the Most High. Let's get there. Let's go to Matthew chapter 26. Matthew chapter 26. Where'd I put it at? Matthew chapter 26. Here we go. Matthew chapter 26. And let's start at verse number 14. Then one of the 12, called Judas Issachar, went unto the chief priests and said unto them, What will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you. And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver. Verse 16. And from that time he sought opportunity to betray him. Let's drop down to verse 21. And as they did eat, he said, Verily I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. Let's drop down again to verse 25. Then Judas, which betrayed him, answered and said, Master, is it I? And he said unto him, Thou hast said. Matthew chapter 26, verses 14 through 25. Let's get back into the Third Testament. They had moments of doubt, of weakness, and of confusion. There was even one who betrayed me to my executioners with a kiss. Judas. How much the chosen of this time shall have to pray and keep vigil, not to fall into temptation. Even so, I tell you truly, that among the 144,000, there shall be traitors. Damn. Among the 144,000 men, 12 tribes from the house of Israel, 12,000 from each tribe, making 144,000, but some of them will be traitors. Damn. Let's read that again. Even so, I tell you truly, that among the 144,000, there shall be traitors. You see, there's going to be some Negroes that's going to have that spirit of Judas. And they will sell your ass out for 30 pieces of silver. They'll sit with you, eat with you, break bread with you, pray with you, in secret. Turn your ass in for 30 pieces of silver. We got that Judas spirit amongst us, Israel. I can't believe what I'm reading right now. But let's continue. Verse 43. The mark means a calling, mission, a responsibility before God. It is not a guarantee against temptations or illnesses. If it were, what merit would there be in my chosen? What effort would it be for your spirit to remain faithful to my word? I speak to you in this way because there are many hearts among this multitude that would wish to form part of those who have been marked. But I have seen that rather than the yearning to serve humanity with the gift that the mark bestows, it is the desire to feel secure or vanity that moves them to ask me to call them. I will test these petty ones, and they will be convinced that there is truth in my words. The mark is an invisible sign by which those who bear it with love, respect, zeal, and humility can complete their mission. Let's stop. 144,000. You will need the fruits of the Spirit. And what is that? Let's go to Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 through 23. Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 and 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. 144. You will be tested. You will be tested by the Most High. Plenty of you have failed that test. You see a lot of you standing on the street corner cussing out people. You ain't showing any fruits of the Spirit. You're telling people who can come into the kingdom and who can't come into the kingdom. You're telling people what to read and what not to read. The Most High is going to kill a whole lot of you niggas with your fringes on. A whole lot of you going to die with your fringes on. Keep that in mind. There shall be traitors. I will test these petty ones, and they will be convinced that there is truth in my words. The mark is an invisible sign by which those who bear it with love, respect, zeal, and humanity can complete their mission. 144. We all have a mission. You will then see that the mark is a divine grace, and that superior to pain that eliminates you, Salakia, in your greatest trials, that reveals profound knowledge and within any place can open a breach for the passages of the Spirit. The mark is like a link untying, uniting, Salakia, whoever possesses it in the spiritual world. It is the channel by which the thoughts and words of the spiritual world manifest in yours. Know then by my words that the marked one is a messenger. That the marked one is a messenger. Remember, teacher, an envoy, and my instrument. Let's go. Let's precept that with Acts chapter 9, verse 15. Acts chapter 9, verse 15. But the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me, to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. Acts chapter 9, verse 15. The commitment and responsibility of the marked one toward my work is great, but he is not alone in his path. By his side there walks a guardian angel and sentinel who protects, guides, inspires, strengthens him. Oh, how strong has been he who knows how to embrace his cross with love, and how hard and bitter has been the road of the chosen one, who has not known how to carry with him the divine sign of the chosen in the third era, in the last days. Verse 49. I tell you all who hear me, learn to pray and keep vigil, to carry your cross with love and practice righteousness and obedience, so that this life, which have been the most numerous, reincarnation, Salakia, of your spirit is not sterile, making your lament the time lost and the gifts unused. Meditate, all of you, marked or unmarked, on this lesson, for all of you have been a destiny to fulfill within my work. The tribes of Israel of the spirits are very numerous. From each I will select 12,000 and shall mark them on their foreheads. But the people of Israel are not limited to 144,000. The chosen people is infinite. Let's repeat verse 51, because we got churches out there. We got Gentile churches out there that's claiming that they're going to be part of the 144,000. But the Bible does not say that. We got a false doctrine, a false teaching out here. We have false pastors. The tribes of Israel of the spirit are very numerous. From each I will select 12,000 and shall mark them on their foreheads. But the people of Israel, know your church, but the people of Israel are not limited to 144,000. The chosen people is infinite. The master taught you in the second era that many are called, but few are chosen, and all of Israel shall be called, and all of Israel shall be called. But from among them I shall mark out 144,000. In all I shall place peace, spirituality. I can't get that out right now. And the principle of the spirit to spirit communication. Let's drop down to verse 55. The part of the 144,000 marked by me live in humanity. Those servants of mine are found disseminated in the world, complying with the mission and praying for peace and working for the brotherhood of men. They do not know each other. They do not know each other. They seem to practice no religion. They seem to practice no religion. They do not know each other. They do not know each other. They seem to practice no religion. You won't see the 144 in churches. You won't see the 144 claiming to be part of a religion. They will not be in there. They won't be in there. The Most High shall reject religion. Those marked by the light of the Holy Spirit are like lifeboats. They are guardians, counselors, and strongholds. I have equipped them with light in their spirits, and with peace, strength, with the healing balm, with keys that invisibly open the most stubborn doors, and weapons that overcome obstacles, insuperable to others. Insuperable to others. It is not necessary that they show titles awarded by the world, for their gifts can be recognized. They do not know science, but are doctors, do not know the law, but are counselors, are poor in the goods of the earth, and yet may do much good on their way. Let's drop down to verse 59. Time is getting on me, 30 minutes in. Humanity will believe my work will be spread throughout the globe. I will begin with the beliefs and doctrines, and who in the midst of the battle shall be a link that possess the world. Not the chains of slavery, but of spiritual alliance that would be one of freedom and brotherhood. Those soldiers, remember that, those soldiers shall not be alone. My spiritual world shall follow and protect them. They shall perform marvels as they go, and in this way giving testimony to my truth. Now, I am done with this book here, but I want you to remember that the Most High called them soldiers. 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 Now, let's read a little bit about these soldiers. Go to Joel chapter 2, verse 1 through 11. You see, the 144,000 got a mission to teach the children of Israel, the house of Israel and the house of Judah, right? That's their mission, is to teach, which we found out in the book of Moses. Now they have another mission. Remember, these men will be soldiers. Joel chapter 2, verse 1 through 11. Now America and all the countries around the world, they are scared of these men. This is why they want you to take that jibby jab. That jibby jab is for the 144, but y'all don't know that. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountains. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong. A great people and a strong. 144,000. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is a garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devours the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. The 144 is ready to kill. America's scared. Before their faces the people shall be much painted. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march everyone on his ways. And they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. When they shall fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. You can shoot these men with anything, it ain't gonna hurt them. The 144, the 144,000 men, 12,000 from each tribe of the house of Israel, is gonna be ripping shit up. America's scared right now. The government is scared of us right now. Verse 9. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up unto houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. What you think we about to do to these people? The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark. And the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. Before his army, 144,000, 12,000 from the house of Israel. For his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? The 144,000 in the last days are to be teachers. And they are to teach the covenant people, the house of Israel and also the house of Judah. And also, the Most High will use them to do his dirty work. They're going to be straight killers, killing anything that the Most High tell them to kill. And the world is scared of these men. The world will be scared of these Negroes with superpowers. Y'all take care. Enjoy your Sabbath day. I love y'all, both Jews and Gentiles. It's currently 5:51 in the morning. Hopefully you guys enjoy this lesson today. 144,000 will be tested and tried. We will have some traitors amongst us, Israel. The Most High will test you. He will try you. You see, I passed my test. And I didn't even know that I was being tested. You see, my test was to see was I going to join the Hebrew Israelite camps. That was my test. And at the end, I knew I was being tested. So when I got down on my knees, I said, Most High, I feel like you tested me. I didn't know he was testing me. I said, Most High, I don't want to join those Hebrew Israelite camps. That's not me. It ain't me. And when I got through praying, the Most High said to me, well done, my son. Well done. That's what he said to me. I was tested and I was tried by the Most High. Y'all take care.